welcome to.
It's not Saha, it's Spiritual Happy Hour, which would be shh.
Well, that's debatable, but we do serve spirits
All the time.
because we never know who's going to show up when Adironda has a message for us at the end.
Absolutely. So, in case you're wondering where you are right there as we are right here in Spiritual Happy Hour. We have just heard the master Randy Luna create a song on the spot, channeled music, encoded with activations out the wazoo, whatever a wazoo is. And we are so thankful that we are here with Randy Luna.
Because we are here now.
In this.
Be here now.
Be here now.
And my name is Joy Roby.
And my name is Marilyn Harper, in case you didn't know that.
And if you've never joined us before, just a little bit about Spiritual Happy Hour. We take the principles of A Course in Miracles and the teachings of Adironda, and we tell you a story that hopefully will leave you glad that you came to Happy Hour.
Exactly. Laughing a little, maybe crying a little, inspired, enlightened, entertained, and bringing home nuggets of information if you're not already home.
And today, Marilyn is going to share with you to heal or not to heal. Wait. To be healed or not to be healed?
To heal or not to be healed? That is the question. You know, it's a little play on Shakespeare. To be or not to be. Okay, so that may go over your head. I just want to tell you that I have a cold. I'm giving you a warning. It is not contagious through the screen, but I seem to be have a host of all other kinds of health issues going on.
You do.
I know. I believe, at least I'm convincing myself of that, I do not inherit sickness. But I seem to have been plagued with all kinds of things that my family has had, like appendicitis. My brother had it, and my mother had it. Tonsillectomy. My whole family had a tonsillectomy. And most recently, pulmonary hypertension, and then a tumble into a giant trash can. Of course, all the while I'm asking, why? Am I dramatic enough for you?
Yes.
Why did this happen to me? Do you ever ask that question of yourself? Why is this happening? Why is my breathing challenged? I believe that I breathe in the breath of life with joy. So why is the right side of my heart seem to be enlarged over the left side of my heart? Let me think about that. The right side is the masculine side. The right side is the provider side. The right side is the worker bee. The right side is the giver. The right side is the
Have you met Marilyn Harper? Oh, my gosh.
I know. I have to cut back. I know. I have to cut back. I thought he was waving at me. He was telling me to put the microphone up closer. I have to cut back. I have cut back. I have cut back a lot. I mean, I don't even work. I plurk, right?
It is Sunday today.
It is.
Just pointing that out.
It is Sunday. I plurk on Sunday. And then I catch a cold. Or I get COVID. Or some other blah, 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 blah energy that I have to take medicine for that is such a pain in the neck and causes me to cough and causes all kinds of other things. Stop. Just stop it. That's the key, right? Who is the most powerful creator in all of the universe? Me and you. Back to the basics, right? Everything is a belief, right? Everything is energy. Energy follows thought. Thought creates beliefs, and therefore, somewhere, it must be a belief, a program that is still running in my head, my field, somewhere that causes me to have symptoms that seem to be beyond my control. To heal or not to be healed? That is the question. Or is it to heal or not to heal? That is the question. It is both. Absolutely. Can I just take you through a little process that I work with, a little energy that I connect with, a little welcome to my brain. It can be a scary place. The emotional component of everything is also the emotional component of all illness. We're going into, are you ready? True transparency. Ooh. Or total transparency. So take a deep breath. Going back, I went into my own records, into my own Akash, to go back to the first time I encountered an illness consciously. When I was in the womb, my mother had 3 toddlers around, and she did a lot of cross-stitch. So needless to say, I loved cross-stitch as I grew up. But I remember them being ill, or I remember them telling me about my first illness. I'm not sure. As an adult, I thought I had scarlet fever as a baby because I was very dramatic, and I read that in a book somewhere, so I knew that's what it had to be. But it wasn't. My mother told me that I had the measles, the bad measles, when I was a little baby, and she would sit up at night, all night with me, and rock me and sing to me. And finally, they called the doctor, Dr. Rupel, who actually made house calls in the middle of the night back then. And he came out, and they kept all the other kids away, and I had the undivided attention of my mother and my father and the doctor. That's when it hit me. The undivided attention. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Can it really be that simple that I create something so drastic for that desire or need for love, for attention, for whatever? Well, who again is the most powerful creator in the universe? You and me? In ACIM, A Course in Miracles, it actually says, and I'm going to read some of this because I want to get it right. It's right out here. Release yourself to Him whose function it is to release. Seems simple, right? Do not assume His function for Him. Give Him, meaning God or Source or love, but what He asks, that you may learn how little is your part and how great is His part. It is this that makes the holy instance so easy, so natural. You make it difficult because you, meaning me, or you, insist that there must be more that you need to do. You find it difficult to accept the idea that you, or me, need give so little to receive so much. Can I really think so little of myself, even now? That's that total transparency part. You see, is it our belief that makes us sick in the first place? Is it our own run-down bodies that creates the vulnerability in our immune system because we get overwhelmed by everything that's going on? I know a cold is being overwhelmed by everything that's happening in and all around you, right? Hello? Did you hear Joy earlier? Or is it our belief that bolsters the immune system that actually staves off illness unless that illness may have a higher purpose that we may not understand yet? Okay, these are the facts as I know them. The issue is never, ever really the issue. Illness is based on something, some belief, some program running in your system or in my system that causes you to feel that vulnerability and possibly weakens your immune system. Or it sometimes takes you into something that you feel the need to be comforted, or you feel the need subconsciously to repeat situations where the comfort or the wrapping of love is yours. With that premise that everything is possible, we give the power to everything we use or have. Then that power is still God. Love. In my program, in the past, sickness equaled attention. Attention equaled love. I mean, there were 3 other toddlers at home. This tiny baby, which I was the youngest of the earliest 4, had the need for that undivided attention. The need for love based on the belief that somehow I am not loved, or somehow I was less than, which I know you know is not true. I know I am the light. I am love. And so are you. I kind of go back to holographic healing, which is a technique that I teach, which really is a simple process to learn because it's based on the theory that you are the most powerful healer in the world. You know, I've got so many stories I could tell you about macular degeneration, about rebuilding degenerative discs. I mean, doing all of that. You know, the key is, say for macular degeneration, we bring in an iridescent angelic vacuum cleaner into your eyeball, and we suck out any debris that's blocking your eye, and oil, angelic oil, of course, rubbed into the macula to make it moist again. Now, our logical mind knows that that doesn't physically happen. But the brain transfers that energy into fact. So therefore it becomes so. So, I mean, in the past couple of months we were in McLeod, and someone that I had worked with before who has a TMJ to the extent that she has to wake up 3 or 4 hours early just so she can calm down the pain in her jaw before she goes to work. Well, I was doing the selenite swords, or I was in channel. Sekhmet was doing the selenite swords, and if you don't know what that is, you know, go to our website, Adironda.com. and Sekhmet ran the selenite sword around her jaw, and as far as I know, she hadn't had pain since. That's what she said the day after that, and the day after that. Now, was it Sekhmet and the selenite sword, or the belief that there's an iridescent vacuum cleaner in your eyeball that cured the cause, cured the illness? Was it dealing with the emotional component? Or was it the belief that whatever happens, it can be cured? You are the most creative life force in the universe. You are the most creative life force in your own life. You are the master manifester. Therefore, with that as the premise, anything, everything can be healed. As ACIM says, A Course in Miracles, it says it's so much simpler than we think that it is. God, love, you, me. We are the healers. We are the ones. So therefore, you know, with that as the premise, with that as the energy, I think, what can possibly stop me? Oh, my own self, my own little ego, my own energy that tells me, oh, you just feel like you need all that attention, and so therefore this happens, and you just need this and that and the other. You're not really loved. Well, that's just BS. It is not true. I know I am loved. I know who I am. And I'm learning more and more who I am. And I choose to be totally transparent with you so you can know who you are as well. So I would like to create a statement, kind of a declaration. You can follow along with me, or you can repeat after me, or write it all down when you get this recording so you can repeat it again. But this is for your own health and well-being. So, as we say during our clerkshops, put your hand on something sacred and put your other hand on your heart or in the air. Either way, maybe your heart is sacred and your other hand is in the air. I don't know. Anyway, repeat after me. I release, heal, and integrate any program, any pattern, any blockage that is still running in my system that somehow reinforces the feelings that I am less than all that I am. I know all my needs, all my wants, all my desires are being fulfilled. I know that I already have in my field everything I want or choose. I know everything I choose is through joy, for joy, through happiness, for happiness, and my own divine health is my birthright. Because I am love. I love myself. I am whole, complete, perfect, with all that is within me. I am love and loved. I am all me. I am ever evolving beyond what I have known in the past. For my future is brightly love. To heal or not to be healed? Well, I choose healing. And so it is. Thank you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little intermission. And as we take that intermission, you get to hear the Master Randy Luna play another beautiful song. So just hang on a second, and we'll be right back with a message from Adironda. Ah, so it is good day to you, huh? Ha ha. Very good to see you and you and you and you and you and you. Oh, she's not there. Ha ha. And with that energy, know that we love looking at your radiant beams of light that are coming out from your heart, from your body. What we look at when we see you are violet beams, not violent, but violet beams of iridescent light that is coming all around you. Someone asked us once, what do we see when we see you? Everything is blue, a shade of blue when we open the vessel Marilyn's eye holes. And in that energy comes you. And we see that frequency. Now, she talked about healing or not healing or being all of her stuffed up in her own stuff. Yes, she's got this cold thing going on. But you see, it is still her belief that she can catch things that are floating out in the air. It is still her energy that she can have that frequency of a contagion illness. It is still her belief, even though she tells herself that she does not inherit sickness, some program is still running in her system that she discounted and disconnected today for you and with you. As you understand that in your life, you cannot profess to do one thing and not believe it wholeheartedly with every aspect of your whole body. That time is no longer here. That time is no longer with us. That time is no longer effective for you. There is no us and them. There is no pattern that you can follow or disengage that is not still running in your system until you say it has integrated. And once it has integrated, once you have the awareness, then it can integrate. It has a chance to integrate. And by integration, we don't want to pull parts of yourself out of yourself. The memory of having the bad measles, if there was such a thing as the good measles, but the bad measles as a baby, the memory is there. And it will help her, the vessel, identify something later on in her life. That is why we don't want to pull things out, rip things away from you. Everything that you have ever experienced in this lifetime or in any lifetime is still a part of you. Everything that you wish, everything that you desire, every purchase order that you have in your system is still running until it is recognized and integrated. That is why we talk to people that they may have a cancer and they may have been battling it for 20 years and they may think, why did this happen? Well, think of all of the people that they inspired along the way, that they can indeed heal themselves. When the vessel Marilyn said, "You are the most powerful creator in the universe," she was correct. You are, as is she. We have to keep telling you that because somehow, somewhere along the line, you get the program or the idea that that is not true. Why? As Master Yeshua says, it is simple. It is easy to allow God, the source of you and all that is, to simply do the job as you, with you, through you, and for you. Yes, it is very simple. That is why there are many who will bring you all sorts of messages that are very complicated about the rigmarole and the ritual that you must go through to do this or that or the other thing. And that is fine. Your body may need that. Your belief system may need that. There's nothing wrong with that. But know that the true healing comes from within. Everything you ever wanted, needed, or desired is already there. It is in your field. That is what the Master Yeshua says. It is within you. We asked if he wanted to come forward, and he says, "No, you're doing a fine job." Welcome to the conversation in us. You see, we bring you this message in a way that you can understand it in its simplicity. And then when you hear others that talk about all the complexities of the world, you realize they are saying the same thing that we are saying, only we may be using a lot less words. So with that energy that you are in control of your own field, your own body, your own essence, your own core, what is it that you desire? What is it that you are choosing? Does your purchase order to the world truly reflect what you wish? Does your thought that comes from your heart into your brain truly acknowledge what it is that you are choosing as you walk around in your wonder-filled world? Or are you walking around thinking, if this is wonder-filled, then I want to know what else is? And yet, just with a shift of feeling, you can say, if this is wonder-filled, I want to know what else is. You see, the feeling is the purchase order. The feeling is the spark, the essence, the truth of what you are creating. Start there, dearest beings of light. Start where you are. Love where you are now. Love who you are right now. For that essence is never alone. That essence is like a grain of sand, unique unto itself. And yet, when you put a lot of grains of sand together, you have a beach or a desert. So as you understand that energy, you will know more of you. And that is our choice, is for you to know you more than anything else. To know that you are love. You are loved. You are here. And you are there. For I see you everywhere. I know you. I understand you. I am you. And I bid you namaste. Namaste.